Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. This is from the field briefing for April the 19th, 2017, and we'll show you a little bit of what we've been up to, which is building a lot of semi-permanent fence around the farm as we're beginning to move cows across. We've been in the process the last several years of putting permanent fencing up around the property lines of the farm. For fencing the interior fields, we've been doing 100% temporary, and we're beginning now to install some semi-permanent fence. So it's intended for 3 to 5 years of service to cut down on the amount of time we're spending setting up fence and moving cows. So I'll show you how we do this, and it's fairly low cost, gets the job done well. Hopefully you pick up a few tips you can use on your farm. So showing you here is about a 7-acre field that we've spent the last day getting fenced in. This we will graze once and then let it go for hay, and make hay probably in June. But for now we're going to bring the cows over and let them munch down here in a few days. So I'll show you here what we're using for this semi-permanent fencing is we'll go posts first. So we're using 5-foot T-posts, and over here is the other post that we're using, which is 1/2-inch rebar, and these are 48 inches long and then driven in about a foot. 2 strands in areas where we want to have some real good security, like along the road, to keep in smaller calves that sometimes have a tendency to skitter under the wire. So we have 2 strands up here, but in areas where there may be some old fencing from previous times, or tree line or something that's a little bit more retentive for the cows, we'll just do 1 strand like along the bottom there. Alright, so we'll go over a few more details here, how we put it all together. So we're using, this is just a 550 cord paracord. I'm trying to do this low cost and inexpensively to a porcelain knob here, and then that is tied to the cord, which is a Premier product. It's their IntelliRope, and we'll show you that over here. It's in the truck. There we go. So PE 6.0 IntelliRope, and we're getting the 1,320 foot long spools. We use a little over 2 of them on this field, maybe 3, I don't remember. And then, so we have them tied off to these knobs. These are tied to the T-post. Now these are loose, so if we need to, we can lift this off of the T-post in order to, either get a machine over here or maybe let an animal through if we need to, whatever our reason. We want to have as much flexibility in this as we possibly can. Then these are connected together. Now we have a way to disconnect portions of the fence when not in service. If the cows are in the front part of the field, we don't need to have the whole thing charged up. And that is as simple as having our 2 ends here, leaving a tail on it, and then tying them together whenever we want to charge everything. On the IntelliRope from Premier one thing I do like about it, as opposed to some of these brands that you could get at a local retailer, is it's slightly smaller, and it slides through the insulators really well. You can end up with some of these braided ropes that you would find at Tractor Supply or something, are a little bit thicker, and they don't slide through these standard Dare insulators very well. And when you're trying to tighten a long stretch of the rope, it'll actually grab insulators and start pulling your posts over. So that's the posts we use, insulators, and the rope. You can see here how far this brush line had started encroaching into the field. So we had the skid steer in here, cleared it off decently well. At some point in the future, this is a boundary with the neighbors. So we'll come in and clear this off entirely and get permanent fencing up. But like I said, that's an ongoing project where it costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time, and so we're slowly pecking away at that. But for now, this kind of fencing should be fine for cattle that are trained to electric fence. This should keep them in with minimal problems for 3 to 5 years. and that will buy us time to get more stuff done. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll shoot some in the coming days of cows in here and show you guys then. But until next time, y'all take care and get after it.